Well, hey everybody. So this is going to be a new episode. It's been about 10 days, so about my time frame. My wife is downstairs. I've switched up hopefully the acoustics a little bit so it's not so much of a hum and a little different camera angle because my sister said it's too low. Fuck you. I don't even like you, bitch. No, she's a nice girl. I got my beard growing out. Look at all that gray. Trying to look young. I moisturize every day. I still got a big nose. I'm losing my fucking hair. Got nothing but gray hair. That's what's left. It's just happening. I'm just dying at a very slow pace. I still feel young. I think that's the worst part about getting old is I still feel young. Like right now, my back is destroyed, and I'm like talking about how young I feel. Everything's so contradicting. So I'm about to finish off a little bit of what is called Cocoban, Cocoban. So good. It's my favorite. My father-in-law brings it over all the time. Whenever he comes over down to visit from the big city, he comes down and brings in, I don't know, I think he brought in 7 bottles this last time. He knows I love it. He loves the fact that he's got another wine fan in the family, and it just happens to be another white guy. He married a Filipino. He's white. I'm white. I married a Filipino. So we're the same dude. On paper, we got nothing different. I mean, besides the fact that he's got a lot more money, lives in a bigger house and a nicer home, can have kids. At this point, I can't even get my wife pregnant. That's it's not pot. It's not great. Not a good thing. This guy's over here jizzing in his wife like twice in his life, and he's got 3 kids. 2 for 3 is pretty damn good. So we left off. I actually started recording an episode 2 days ago, and I was not feeling it. I was like, yeah, and this is where I picked up at. Oh, fucking Christ. And I did about 15 minutes. I was like, the energy's not right. It's not good. And so, I mean, you're going to have these where a couple of days in between, you're going to see that I don't even like myself talking half the time. I'm a bit of a talker, but not as much as, nothing that would lead me to do something like this. Post it on the internet for 8 people to watch and laugh at myself and feel creepy about checking the numbers. But I am getting into the more exciting parts of my life, in my opinion. Starting to have my own opinions, my own views. I was just talking to my wife. We watched something about. We're watching Modern Family, and the kid goes, they go, "What's your biggest fear?" to the young Latin kid, and he goes, "Dying alone." And I go, "Do you remember when you like realize that you're not gonna live forever? Like at some point you're gonna die?" She goes, "Yeah." And wasn't that like the scariest thing you've ever seen? Like, just it's almost as if those words came to life. Like, holy shit! At some point I'm gonna die. It's just you can't wrap your head around it. You just turn into these, you turn these big moments, well, what you think are big moments, but you just go, holy shit, I'm gonna die. And I remember I just could not stop thinking about it. And this kind of leads into where I'm at this and this kind of lineage of storytelling I've been going through. There's just nothing weirder than just the knowledge that you won't survive anything. At some point, it doesn't matter what you survive. At some point, you don't, and I think that is impossible to get over. I mean, as a kid, I mean, as an adult, so yeah, I mean, I get it. I shouldn't be here for forever. Your last video, I'm talking about fucking animals, or stuffed animals. No, I'm sorry, stuffed animals. They were dead, not even ever alive. But it's just that realization is just impossible for a kid. But one of my favorite stories. This is my favorite story of all time because it involves everything that I find fun, uh, from wrestling to jerking off to making fun of your family, and then just the embarrassment of being a boy. I think all of that mixed into one pot is my favorite fucking thing ever. There's nothing better. So a lot of this is just kind of the coming of age tale, and which we'll grow out of. I already talked to my wife about being a guest on a few episodes coming up because the older we get into my life, or the longer we get into my life, the older I get, and the more it kind of revolves around her and I. We had a lot of ups and downs, and so when when we come into that a little further down the road, it'll be like her on this actually with me. So I'm hoping to find a little better platform, and I feel like the sound sounds better already. Being up here in the bed in the spare bedroom, we got 2 bedrooms. We got a third, which is an office. It's a big house. Okay, it's pretty big. It's so big, but that's my best Trump impersonation. Except for grabbing her by the pussy, I do that, or did that often. Just fucking grab him, you dirty cunt. I'm kidding. I'd never do that. But that being said, so we're getting into about junior high, and I'm playing sports. I think I mentioned the story, but we're at basketball practice, and I've just always been a natural sweater. Just sweaty as fuck. You name it. Since I started having sweat glands that activated as a young boy, I sweat like a fucking pig. And we're in basketball, and we had all the cheap shampoos, the cheap conditioners, you name it, that is cheap that you can wash your body with. What Dr. Sasquatch has nothing on me. Yeah, your top tier, your homemade stuff. I had some guy made it in a fucking garage, and your nuts smell like fucking prunes. I don't fucking know. It stank. I mean, it wasn't a good smell. It was cheap. It was all cheap. And I remember basketball practice, and it had to have been 7th grade. And Coach Carlson, great dude, kind of had a natural slur to him, and I do too. I know I do, but I don't enunciate very well. But he had like a natural slur, where it wasn't like doing that stuff, but he just kind of a little loopy in his talk, and he always wore the same jacket, same fucking ball cap, and he just kind of an energetic guy, and he would literally go crazy on us, like from missing layups and stuff, and not in a sense where he was being a dick, but I just remember like days on end him smelling like alcohol. And no, it happened to be my fucking shampoo that when once activated with sweat and natural movement, it smelled like alcohol. That's how cheap my shampoo was and shit like that. It's just I stank, and I believe I did mention it, but if I didn't, it's just me running around the gym making fun of an older guy who's assisting my fucking junior high basketball team. He got paid zero. You got little jerk off Shane running around going, that guy's a fucking drunk. You can smell him from here. And they're going, oh, I wonder what that smell was. That's an old piece of shit assistant coach. What a fucking loser. Now that was little 7th grade Shane, just impossible to ever admit that it was my stinky ass. He just, I don't know. I don't fucking know that I stink. I told you that it took me years to find out it wasn't the Mexican girl that stank. It was me. I'm going to blame everybody else. If it's not me, it's got to be you. And I never think it's me. As a kid, I mean, when as an adult, if I smell something just somewhat like a foot, I go, oh, fuck, I smell like a foot. And it's usually never me because I shower like 4 times a day now. I told my sister about how often I shower just because, I go like oftentimes I go work out in the morning. I shower after I get off, out of the gym. Go to work, come home, I rinse off and go to jujitsu. I get done with jujitsu, I come home, I rinse off and get ready for bed. It's a lot of showering. It's really bad on your skin. And the first thing she goes is like, oh my God, I can't imagine what your skin's like. Lady, you've got no idea. And I'll get into that because that's like late 20s that I started having issues with like skin. But it's embarrassing to just see my recovery, my mental recovery from being a stinky kid is just, I better shower 18 fucking times because my nuts and butt are going to stink like shit right away. Oh, well, it doesn't. I mean, you don't have to do that every 10 minutes, but it's your house. You pay the water bill. Well, you're right. I guess I'll wash my nuts again. But so you get 7th grade, and one of my favorite things about being that age is that you start to come into your own character. You start to find what you find to be fun. Now, not so much about the jerking off. Anytime that you can get to come, it's going to be fun. You enjoy it. Here's a dirty sock. Well, shit, it's relatively soft and it feels relatively okay. But we had in junior high, we started getting into like speech class, which I enjoyed. I wasn't like the best at it. I didn't really care. I had a buddy of mine that we would do impromptu speech competitions because you had to sign up. I believe you had to sign up. If you didn't, we just did because whatever. What a good sentence. This kid Mike and we would do impromptu, and we had like the humor section and like a serious interaction, and then like we got lucky that it went humor, serious humor, and we tore it up. Talking about cats pissing in boxes and stupid junior high humor. It's not fucking clever. And we get done. We get second place in the competition, which is whatever. Up until this point, I didn't even think about it. But the reason I remembered it is because this very attractive blonde girl. I mean, yeah, looking at my future, she's white. Who wants that? But very cute blonde girl. And I decided I'm gonna go walk up and talk to her. She was in the competition she said I didn't watch the speech. Mike and I killed. We were making a whole room laugh. We're fucking around. And Mike's a taller, better looking guy than I am. And fucking, I'm not ugly. And am I handsome? No. Would I say I'm like a 6 out of 10? Minimum. I'd say 6 minimum. I'll shave my beard again soon. I'll look younger. And my face is like relatively, it feels like it's just sucked into the camera, which makes me look a little fatter in the gills. I've also been eating a lot of fucking cookies. It is January 3rd right now. I've been eating a lot of cookies, drinking enough booze to hurt a guy. There's the rest of the Cocoa Bond for tonight. But I walk up to this very, very, very attractive girl. And I got a dress shirt on. I got my my dog shit slacks on, my stinky shoes, my half-ass comb over, and I walk up to her and I'm like, hey, how you doing? And I go, Mike, it's my friend Michael over here. And we're just talking to this very attractive girl. And then her friend comes up talking to the two girls. And I would do this to Mike multiple times in the future, but I don't know if I got nervous. I don't know if I just didn't know what to do or just thought this was funny. I don't remember what my thought 100% was. I ripped the nastiest fucking fart you've ever smelled. And it was just... And then that stank just fucking lingered. And I just smiled and I walked away. Because I knew it was over. I did it on purpose. And there you go. I'm flirting with you. I can't even drive a car. You have no idea who I am. I'm going to rip a big fucking fart. It's going to stink like shit. And it did. It ranked. It fucking ranked so badly. And Mike was so fucking mad. He's like, dude, you fucking ruined it. Holy shit. Just because you got held back in kindergarten, you're going to get your driver's license next year. Doesn't mean you got to blame me for blowing it with the chicks, dude. You make fun of me. I'll go, oh, it must have been a stinky puss. You make a dirty joke. If they don't like it, they don't like it. I ripped a big fucking nasty fart to make you feel embarrassed, you piece of shit. But I think about that never. But it did make me think about it the other day when I was getting ready to prep this video. Dude, I fucking ripped a nasty fart. Why would I ever do that? I am on the prowl at 7th grade. I'm looking for a girlfriend. I would love a girlfriend. Because immediately I'm going to tell her I love you. And she's going to leave me because it's creepy. And I cannot wait for it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it no matter what. At that age, I love you. I don't care why. Do you like me? I love you. But then we kind of start to come into 8th grade. I started growing out my hair. It was super fucking shaggy. I looked like I wanted to be a hippie so bad. And like shaggy hair was like a big thing in that day. And we decided to, like me, Matt, Dane, Mike grew his fucking afro out. Nathan Parks had real long hair. No, Nathan had like super blonde hair, so that was lucky for him because he had actually like relatively pretty hair. Handsome guy, terrible fucking teeth. That being said, so we grow our hair out, and I got long shaggy hair, and it had like a natural flip to it, like right in the front. And I've always combed it to that side, and so it would just kind of kick. And I didn't do any weird shit. I didn't put product in my hair. When I think in the first episode I talked about, I always wanted to be one of those guys that like could dress up and look cool or have something going for him physically. And I remember like wanting name brand clothes and really wanting to like a new cologne, like Curve. Oh fuck, my cousin Jeremy, he had Curve, and I would love it. I still love that smell. It's an old school kind of like nobody uses it anymore, but oh, I put Curve on today. I'm 34. I don't give a fuck. I'll put Curve on. I got Curve quite literally in my fucking bathroom drawer right now. I don't really use it that often, but I think it smells so fucking good. So I remember like growing our hair out. Oh, sorry. Back to the point. As a kid, I just always wanted to look good. Yada yada yada. I would leave conditioner in my hair. I wouldn't even dry it. I would just leave the conditioner in my hair, and it would look wet. And it didn't make any sense because it was wet. It didn't look wet. It was wet. Fucking stupid. I thought that's how people styled their hair. No one ever taught me how to style anything, how to look good, fucking what to wear. My wife has to tell me all the time now. That does not go together. That color scheme doesn't make any sense. And I go, I think it looks kind of nice. No, it does not. You look like a fucking idiot. All right, well, I'll change. Jesus, I didn't know any better. So but I remember I left conditioner. I shower, I put conditioner and I comb it in the shower. Comb it in the shower, leaving the conditioner in. I come out, don't dry it, just leave the combed, conditioned hair, and I try to go to school. And this is also where my confidence is always kind of reflects as well. My older brother John was like, "What the fuck? You look like an idiot." I'm like, oh shit! So I just scruffed it all together, dried it off with a fucking paper towel, and I got to school. And I was just mad because I felt like I looked stupid, and I did. I looked like a fucking idiot. Always do. Every time I try to look cool, Jesus Christ, something throws my confidence off, or I literally just go, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing that?" Just fucking question everything you do because you look like a fucking idiot. You never look cool when you're trying to look cool. Either you have the ability and you're there already, you don't have to try, or you do what I do every fucking time. You overcompensate, you get corrected, and you have to take a step back. You may have gained a percent and you understand how to handle yourself a little bit, but you never really look cool, ever. Ever trying to look cool. I mean, you look at me, I look like hammered shit. Mine's about not being an alcoholic because I drink every episode and I got fucking a backwards hat on what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing, but I enjoy it. So cut to I rip a fart, Mike's pissed. Yeah, so it just fuck you. This girl's not gonna date me. I can't even, she lives 45 minutes away from me. I don't even know her fucking name. I just wanted to fart because I had to fart. And she thought we were funny. I farted. I think it's in line with what was going on. And having the stomach, I think what's funny now for me is like having the balls to like just I gotta go. Sorry for flirting with you for 10 seconds before I ripped the fucking shit right in your face, but that's kind of the enjoyable part. What the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing it? I have no idea. But we get into 8th grade basketball and, just kind of cutting through junior high because there's a few things. I got the shaggy hair. I got the sweat armband on my forearm like a bad motherfucker. And we were a decent little team. A decent little team. We weren't like great because we were in 8th grade, but we were a decent little team. I remember my first real girlfriend. She wasn't my first girlfriend, but not my first real girlfriend, but she was a girl I quote unquote dated. We still chat once in a while to this day, and she still calls me her boyfriend, and it's fucking 20 years ago. And I remember like how I found out that I have a bubble butt was kind of through her. And she went to a little local school, redhead, very cute, very pretty girl. And I remember I'm throwing, a ball goes out of bounds. It's our ball. I go to the sideline to pass it in. And this girl goes, "Wow, you got a big butt." And I look over, it's a fucking cute redhead. I go, "Okay." And I felt super, super self-conscious about that. I'm a little white guy. Big ol' ass on me, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me that it would be a compliment. And then I literally hear her, "Would you ever date him?" And then I pass the ball and I have no idea. I eventually dated her. What the fuck that means to you. But it was more just, oh my God, here's a girl. Again, I love you. I love you already. Please don't leave me. So it was just basketball was I remember that because I don't get why those memories stick. Like a memory like that doesn't make any sense. Like this girl has no real interest in me, as life would show, but it it's weird that kind of memory. Like he's got a big ass. Would you ever date him? It's like, oh shit. There's a lot of talk about little old fucking weird smelling Shane. So you just I don't know if it has to stick with you, but I'm glad it did. It's a funny memory for me. But so I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Like so, the one story I want to get into really badly, and I'm kind of building up to where everybody's at. Um, in age, and this has happened a few years prior to this, but want more of a less of a background on how big of a fucking loser I am. And so we're in the farmhouse, we're young, and I don't know if there's any other guy whose dick I'd suck before Dwayne Johnson's. Maybe Hugh Jackman, if he's on steroids anyway. But I'm almost positive if Dwayne Johnson was like, Shane, I'm pretty gay all of a sudden. Can I just fuck you? I'd go, Dwayne, come on, dude, of course. Don't. Why are you talking to me as if I have a choice? You're my fucking childhood hero. Fuck me. so, um, so leading into that, like all we did was watch Thursday Night SmackDown. That's all we did. Every time Thursday would come around, we'd have to watch it on Friday night. Thursday night was recorded. Friday night they'd show it. I don't know if it's because we didn't have the right pack. I don't fucking know. We had cheap dick hanging out stepdad. And so we would record it and literally watch it the next night. But you'd have to stay up till fucking, I think it was midnight. And at that age, like I said, junior high, what are you, 13, 14? This is like 10, 11, maybe 12. Nah, it's more like 11. Nah, probably. I don't know why I'm debating what year this is or how old I was. It doesn't fucking matter. I was a child, fucking stuffed animals, and but we would record the Thursday Night SmackDown on Friday night because a lot of the times we could not stay up. We would stay up once or twice in a year, and then like you could just think you could do it, and you'd fall asleep. You missed the whole fucking night. So we would record it. We'd pre-record, and every time Dwayne Johnson was on that motherfucker, it was me losing my shit. Talk about premature ejaculation. That motherfucker, every time he came on, it was a show. Always. Triple H, you got Shawn Michaels, you got the NWO, you got every fucking big name. Stone Cold Steve Austin, obviously. Fucking rock the house. Every time. It's always a fucking blast. So we would always record it because we didn't want to miss it. So we'd have this giant collection of home videos. Right? And I mean, this home video recorder we used to use, I would literally go around and record everything I could. Me talking in the camera, me videotaping family, me videotaping my mom's ass going, look at that big old booty, just making a joke. And just enjoying the fucking home video camera, right? Just like most families do. And it gets to a point where those videos you could use, or those VHS tapes you could use to record on too. So a lot of that stuff you'd pre-record on TV and you'd record on the home video camera, and same tapes, everything. And so it gets to a point where I'm like, fuck, it's been a couple weeks, I haven't seen any of the SmackDowns, and so I'm gonna play catch up today. Today's the day, and holy shit. If that couldn't have been a better moment and bigger moment of my life than what it was, I would be amazed. I go in my older brother's room. I open up the VHS area. It's usually all pretty well labeled, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the tape I was looking for, the date of what I was looking for. So I decided I'm just gonna keep snooping. I'm going through tape. I go, I've seen that one. I know that one. Yada yada yada. And I see one that says home project, and I go, all right, well, I can't find the tape I'm looking for. I wonder if it's this, but I'm also just curious. What is the homework you're doing here? The home, homework or home, whatever the fuck it was. It had nothing to do with WWE. I know that. And at that point, WWE, fuck the Federation. And it got to a point where I was so excited. I'm like, I'll put it in the fucking VHS player, watch it right now. It's, 2 in the afternoon, and it is dead of the day. Me and Amanda are home. I think that was it. It had to have been based on what I'm going to tell you. So I pop it in. I just kind of get settled in because it's got a little like build up. It's got a lot of static starting off or something like that. Pretty standard like TV bullshit. Like any movie you've ever watched, you had a home video. It's got that 30 minutes of static, and then something pops on. It felt like that now that I'm looking at the memory of it, or thinking about the memory of it. I hit play, and it's just my older brother, and he's just singing Slipknot, laying on his side on the bed. And I go, okay, okie dokie. It's just John. He's just enjoying himself. He's just singing into the home video. I've done this a million times. I'll go out, record something outside, whatever, or the farm, my family, just being stupid. Okay, something weird. Just singing in the Slipknot. Here's Johnny singing in the Slipknot song. Okay. It stops. It cuts to. It kind of cut to just him sitting up, kind of walking around the house. And then a couple seconds go by, it cuts to. He's in the bathroom. So he's literally, pretend I'm hanging onto the mic, or the home the home fucking recorder. He's sitting there like this into the mirror, just singing the Slipknot songs. And he's okay. As I'm watching him going, this is getting fucking creepy. He's in the bathroom downstairs, shared common area, which we all know by now, per last video, is not off limits for jerking off in. Things happen. But he's singing in the Slipknot song in the camera. And he's just enjoying it. It's probably 3 or 4 minutes of this shit. And I just sat there just watching like, what the fuck is going on? What is he doing? And all of a sudden he starts like kind of talking. I don't remember what he's saying, but he's talking into the camera. And then he goes, all right, it's time to meet Mr. Pepe. And Mr. Pepe could not have been a funnier name for me if you fucking tried. Because, again, you look at the context. We're a poor white family. And he's naming his dick Mr. Pepe. He named Mr. Pepe his dick. That's the surprise. That guy cuts to him holding his sausage in his hand, and he's using the home video camera to record him holding his dick. I'm just sitting there going, Mandy! And I start screaming Mandy's name. Mandy! Get up here! Mandy! Oh my God! And I hit stop. And I hit rewind. I go, get your ass down here! And she comes down. She goes, what? I go, you have got to watch this. I had to show my fucking my younger sister a video of our older brother playing with his dick on camera. I could not get enough of that fucking thought. Oh my God, Mandy, here, come on down. You gotta see it. It's a fucking video of your older brother holding his cock. You want to see it? It got to such a point. Sorry, my fucking beard itches like crazy. My face is terrible, and my face is always itching. But he's sitting there holding his dick, and I'm staring at her like, wow, what do you think about that shit? It could not have been more exciting for me to watch this fucking young girl just go, I don't know why you're showing me this fucking cock. It belongs to my older brother. I don't know either, hon. I have no clue. I have no idea why I thought it would be funny or a good idea to show you. I don't know. Maybe to revel in the fucking secret that we would have together. I don't know. I really don't know. I have no fucking clue. But the worst part is, as I'm telling her that, like, this is what I'm going to talk about on this episode, because I talk to her about everything. She's fucking awesome. My wife loves her. She loves my wife. Whenever there's a family concern or family issue, I talk to her right away. Or if I'm not doing well, she's not doing well, we talk. And I talk more often on the phone than she does, but it usually becomes a lot of, this is what's going on. This is what I just did. This is how I fucked up, yada, yada, yada. She's always been there for me. And I'm showing her a video of our older brother not jerking off. Thank God. If he was jerking off, I am positive I would not be talking about this right now. I think I'd be fucking scarred watching my older brother masturbate on the home video camera in a bathroom we all use. I don't care if he did it. I don't want to see you doing it. And then put it on, any type of platform. Whether that would be VHS based or not. my God. And we held on to that secret for fucking years. I apparently, and I don't remember this part so much because I just remember the length of cock that he did have. Good for you, big boy. Good for you. But what I don't remember apparently was the fact that I like threatened my sister like right away. If you say a fucking word, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You shut the fuck up. You don't say a fucking thing about it. This is between you and me. Yada yada yada. Don't you say a word. And I don't remember that part. But apparently I was very threatening to her. Oh man, but I've never seen a younger man. Probably for good reason, but I never thought I would ever see a guy. How do I say this without being creepy? I don't know why I saw that. That's a better way to say it. I should never have seen it. It was my older brother's big fat hog, and it was the guy's doing well. I'm happy for him. Like I said, he was squatting 305 pounds in 8th grade. He better have a giant fucking dick. Good for you, bud. I just don't know why he did it on a fucking VHS. You know what I mean? Like, that's something you got to put into a machine and then you've got to watch it. So, are you going to give it to somebody? Are you going to have your girlfriend come over, hey, watch this video I made? Are you going to save it for yourself later down the road? Go, oh yeah, I remember playing with my dick in the bathroom, singing Slipknot. I still don't know what he was doing with it. I think that's the hard part. I think it's really not like, oh, here's my dick. Yeah, I talk about it numerous times, and it's only my 5th episode. Just finding out who you are sexually is a never-ending goal, apparently. And this young man was videotaping his dick. Not even, again, it wasn't even hard and it was impressive, but it was a dick that, what are you doing? You're just holding your dick. It'd be like if I was just holding my nuts and like taking a picture and then just kept it on my phone and didn't send it to anybody. What are you doing? What's it for? What are you going to do with that image or the fucking film? What are you going to do with the film? I think that's the confusing part. Home project or fucking homework for, sociology. I can't remember what the project was or what the title was. I've never seen that video. I'm going to look at that video because maybe it's got the new WWE. It's Big Dick Magoo over here fucking around. I still have no clue. And he doesn't want to talk about it. He does not want to talk about it. Whenever I bring up Mr. Pepe, he kind of shuts down a little bit. And I would think rightfully so. I think for his own sake, I think it makes sense why he doesn't want to talk about it. But I threw that in his face one time. It took me, I would say 5 or 6 years to bring up that inside knowledge. He's sitting there making fun of me in front of his girlfriend, who previously I called, said that she was a slut, and he put a screwdriver to my throat. And you got him just, he doesn't know little Shane's got knowledge about you jerking, or damn near getting ready to jerk off on camera. Well before OnlyFans was a thing. He's going to do it for free for his own volition, or not, for his own entertainment anyway. I don't even know how words work half the time, and I'm not going to edit this, and I'm not going to fucking do anything for it. But, oh my God, we held on to that knowledge for so goddamn long that every time he would beat me up, I thought about dropping the news. Like, Mr. Pepe, I know about him. No, I hung on to the right fucking moment. I was getting called, I'm going to say the F words from now on. But yeah, he was calling me faggot 1,000 times, which I've never condoned. I don't like it. In front of his girlfriend, and he's beating me up, and he's making fun of me. He's going to hit me in the nuts. And finally, as he's driving his car, and she's in the passenger seat, I'm in the back seat, and even she's making fun of me. She's disgusting. Fuck you. Disgusting. Busted ass puss. And it got to a point where I had had enough of the insult. And this is cutting a little bit down the road, but not even to 8th grade yet. Maybe right in that realm of 8th grade. So I'm getting some stones. I'm getting a little bit more of a presence about me when it comes to sticking up for myself. And he's making you fucking faggot, kind of going off and on about that. And oh my God, I just went, John, I got something to tell you. He goes, yeah, what's that? Or whatever he said. I go, I know about Mr. Pepe. And I had this fucking, just this smile, just waiting on him for a response. And he goes, literally he's driving the car. And he kind of does this She kind of thing. And as I just got this fucking smile on me, his girlfriend, who obviously at this point she's sucked it, fucked it, sat on it 1,000 times. She knows who Mr. Pepe is. He's probably bragged. He's probably shown her the video. Do you want to see what I did 2 years ago in my home fucking bathroom? And she just kind of like, what? And he just went, what the fuck? And I went, I know about the video. Just kind of like, oh. So you beat me up all you want, motherfucker. All I got to do is say a few different sentences in a row, and you are going to be the talk of the town, my friend. And especially at Thanksgiving. Christmas, you look at Easter, you are going to be the talk of the town. And I'm just going to be only because you got caught fucking videotaping yourself, not even jerking off. You didn't even get to finish. You're just holding your dick. I don't get that. If I've got my hand on my nuts, it's either because I'm trying to find some comfort when I'm sitting and watching TV. Just I don't move it. I don't cup just the penis. I got the whole package. I got a big enough hand and a small enough dick. And I'm just gonna cup the package. I'm just one whole kind of a fist cupping it. And just comfort. Just to let myself know it's safe. No, you held the dick and videotaped yourself doing it and then put it where I look for WWE videos, and you're just like, yeah, it's good enough hiding spot. You should have put like making bread or some shit. And you're like, I don't want to see him make bread because I fucking hate bacon. I don't get, you put home project or whatever the fuck you put, just enough enticement that I go, what is he working on? What the fuck are you doing? You don't do shit at home. You got like the worst grades of everybody. It would make more sense if you put like killing a cat. Like, well, you're killing animals. I guess that's kind of in line with what I've done. So I guess I don't really want to see it though. I don't want to see you kill him. I want to kill him. I don't have a clue what label he could have put that made any less sense. Besides, don't watch, I'm jerking off on camera. That would have made less sense, but it would have been more direct. So if I watched it and that's what it was, I'd be like, you fucking knew better. It's your fault. No. I had no idea what I was looking for. I was looking for one specific, where's Dwayne The Rock Johnson? I can't talk, I'm mumbling. Dwayne The Rock Johnson's little package in the tight little shorts. I want to watch the sweaty fucks beat the hell out of each other for pretend. And I caught myself watching a video of you holding your penis in our bathroom, singing to fucking Slipknot. I don't know. I just don't know about anymore. I just wanted to get that story out so bad because it's such an important story for me and my sister and John, because I forced a young girl to watch it. I didn't pin her down and hold her eyes open, but I forced her well enough socially. And then I threatened her that if you say a word about him, beat the fuck out of you. But we get a pretty good laugh about it nowadays. But at the same time, it's the shit you do when you're young and then you become an adult makes less and less sense. I think that is the only part to me that is enjoyable about thinking about the olden days of being a kid. Just the amount of gross, goofy shit that you would do in hopes you would never get caught. I'm literally telling myself on the internet all of the weird shit I've ever done. Not all. I'm sure I'll have a few deep secrets that I won't share with anybody ever, but that's human nature. And but the fun part is when you go, what are you going to do? You don't even know who I am. You don't know where I live. You don't know where I work. Come get me. Yeah, I jerked off when I fucked a mallard duck when I was a kid. What are you going to do? You can't do shit. You can't reverse it. Don't show my mother. If anybody shows my mom, I'll be pissed. But that's more along the lines of I just rather not her know that she gave me advice that she didn't intend. But she was also a terrible mother. So what are you going to do? Don't tell your kids how to jerk off and then expect them not to do that jerk off. Ever. Don't buy your kids a home video camera and then just go, where's it at? Oh, the oldest of us is playing with his dick in the bathroom. Unattended. And thank God unattended. I guess it'd be more concerning if it was attended. But I don't know. I enjoy that more than I ever should. Just the knowledge that even at his age, 36, I'm going to say it's 2 words and He's going, you fucking scumbag. You know, not even with a smile. I can't stop smiling right now, but it's I've never laughed harder in my life. This guy, you know, he's beat the fuck out of me my entire life, and I've got two words that'll go, and he'll hear it, and he is ready to murder me. All right, well, this episode is dedicated to Mr. Pepe and all the lives he's touched. I do appreciate all the people that watch the videos. You know, they're not great. They're not edited almost at all. So half the time it's like last second that I put this together, and I just kind of get an idea of like, oh, this would be kind of fun to chat about. So this will be the end of this. Mr. Pepe, long may you live. Have a good night.